everyone, Green with Tiffany here. So it's the end of the day, my back's hurting a little. I saw these chairs, I thought, well, I could sit down, and what are they doing here? Well, this is called Alimtox Ion Cell Cleanse. So I'm gonna get a full body detoxification while I soak my feet. And Wayne's here gonna tell me just how that's gonna happen. So what's first, Wayne? Hi.
Well, first, we're gonna put your feet in a bucket of water. And in that bucket of water, we're gonna produce ions. Ions, being electricity, will pass directly through your body. At the same time, I'm going to put a wristband on you. This wristband passes a series of negative electrical currents through your body. Those negative currents will cause everything that's stuck to the inside of your body to dislodge. That means from every cell. Metal, dust, debris, chemicals, all of it. It all comes loose.
What is the misconception that, I've always been told that this is like a foot detox, but it really is not just for your feet then, obviously.
Well, we actually get two detoxes at the same time. Where we do get a little bit of toxic material out of the skin in your feet, this is what your body is currently trying to eliminate. Your body has a very big eliminative channel down here. There are big pores, big sweat glands, and a lot of thick skin. And it goes to figure that some of what your body's trying to eliminate today might be stuck in your skin. So when we put them in this ionizing water, the stuff that's stuck in your skin comes out. And that's what attracts all the attention. We can identify the things that come out of your skin because it's what your body's trying to eliminate now.
Okay, and how long do I do this for, and what can I expect?
You can expect more energy tomorrow, better use of your oxygen, and a more efficient use of your nutrients. So your metabolism is going to pick up a bit. If you have any inflammation, this is for you. If you work around toxic materials, this is for you. And if you are somebody that really doesn't want to ever get sick, you want to maintain perfect health and keep your body clean, this is the easiest way to do it. It's not new. This was invented by the Japanese around the mid-1930s. Originally was used to get heavy metals and toxic materials out of people.
Well, I'm excited to sit here. How long do I sit?
30 minutes.
I'm going to sit and relax and soak my feet for 30 minutes, and then we'll see what happens, yeah?
Well, let's see exactly how this thing works, and I'll explain it to you as I start the process. Please put this between your feet. On your wrist, I have an electrode. Through that electrode, I'm going to pass a series of negative electrical currents. Those currents will cause everything that's stuck to the inside of your body to dislodge. That means from every cell. At the same time, I'm going to produce ions in the water. The way we do that is simple. We turn the machine on, and we push the start button. On the device, you'll see a number, which is an amperage reading. That's not enough electricity. I need more. Okay. So I'm going to add a conductive agent. The conductive agent is going to be sodium chloride, salt. The sodium will produce positive ions, and the chloride will produce negative ions. So here it goes. You'll be able to see the number on the machine rise as the salt dissolves. So when I add the salt, it helps if you stomp your feet a little and mix it up. You can see the number on the machine rising as the salt dissolves, and now we have enough electricity to separate the oxygen from the hydrogen in the water. The bubbles you see coming out of the box are hydrogen. So we're actually dropping a hydrogen molecule. We do that so that we can produce the ions that we need to attract all the material that we get loose from your blood cells with this wristband. The end result is that you're going to get clean, healthy red blood cells, just like you see on the video screen. Here we have blood that came from an acidic body. These blood cells are all stuck together, and there's debris in them. This is where we absorb nutrients and oxygen. This is where we produce our energy, and this is where we produce some of the enzymes that break down our waste products, meaning plaque, cholesterol, and acids. 24 hours from now, if we took your blood, we would find that the blood cells are separated and all of the dirt that was stuck to your blood cells inside is in clusters. The way we did that was by passing a negative current of electricity through your body at the wrist and then producing ions in the water where your feet are. The ions pass through your body and attract all the loose particles into clusters. 48 hours later, your body has processed it all out. That's from doing it one time. So if we do this twice a week for the next 10 weeks, our metabolism picks way up. Our energy level is way up. and our inflammation is way down. Our immune system is balanced, and we feel good. And that's why this works.
What makes it this color, like right away like this?
Well, keep in mind that we're performing an electrolysis in the water. So right next to you, I have one running with nobody in it. And that's going to separate the hydrogen from the oxygen. We are going to get some color in the water even with no feed in it. Because remember, we need to perform an electrolysis to actually produce ions. Without the metal, the salt, and the electricity in the water, we don't get ions.
Got it.
Even though the water turns a little bit of color, even with nobody in it, it's not important. What happens in the water itself is not important. And even though we get toxins out of the skin and your feet, that is not important. What's important is what happens to your blood cells. That's what makes this work.
That's really awesome.
We're running a control right here with nobody in it, so you can see the difference between what happens with somebody in it and what happens with nobody in it. Remember, we're always going to get colors in the water whether we have you in there or not. But once we pass the current through your body, we get stuff from your body. The orange color is acids from your body. So we can tell what's coming out of your body.
That's wild, and I'm sorry, audience, that you have to see my discolored foot bath water.
Well, there's more. You see the little black flecks in the water?
Yes.
The little black flecks are heavy metals.
Oh no.
Well, you get those from a lot of places, including drinking out of cans, well water, hair dye.
Hair dye.
Hair dye.
I just had my hair dyed the other day.
It looks great.
Thanks.
Aluminum-based deodorants, cookware, working with metal, touching with metal a lot. This was originally used to get heavy metals out of people's body. It was invented by the Japanese around the mid-1930s, and they were using it to get uranium out of people. So it's real similar to chelation. The other light brown substance you see on the top is from your lungs. That's from breathing LA smog.
Well, that's pretty nasty, I have to say. It's going to leave a ring. Ay, ay, ay. Good thing I had a petty. You know, like fish has high mercury. Is that something that's beneficial?
Well, yeah. If you're eating a lot of mercury-rich fish, the big game fish are mercury-rich. The salmon's mercury-rich. And if you're eating farm-grown fish, that is full of different types of metal. And not recommended. I personally don't recommend farm-grown fish.
I've actually kind of stopped eating fish. I'm just, you really don't know what you're getting. Smelly purple. Oh boy, what's that about?
Well, we see that from people who have been on really heavy medications for long periods of time. People with serious injuries that are on a lot of opiates and barbiturates to control their pain.
This is unbelievable that really it's so thought out with all the different colors and textures that can come from this.
Well, again, it's just a side effect. What we're really trying to do here is get your blood cells clean so that your metabolism picks up and you can process everything properly.
Alimtox, where are you based?
Huntington Beach, California.
Okay, Wayne, what's going on here? I've got like the La Brea tar pits here in my foot bath.
Well, you've got a lot of stuff there that came from your colon, some of it that came from your lungs. There's a lot of grease and oil in there. There are even a few parasites.
What parasites?
Well, we get a lot of parasites in our body. The ones that you see coming out of your feet were actually already in your feet when you showed up. They live in the skin in your feet, and you get them from walking barefoot. Keep in mind that they're perfectly harmless. Everybody has them, but when we give them electricity, they jump ship. They don't like the electricity, so out they come. I can probably pick one out of there for you and show it to you.
Get out of town!
No, I can't.
Really?
Yeah, I can do it.
Okay, that could be fun.
We're going to wait a little bit longer until I see some good parasites in there. I see one little one right now, but I really want some good ones. Are you a barefooter?
I am a barefooter.
Okay, well, the next time you go fishing, remember, you already have bait.
Yuck.
If we pick through this a little, we can find these little parasites. Here's one. I missed it. Dang it, I lost it. I'm sorry. We'll have to wait till more show up.
Great. Well, that's quite all right.
Gallbladder is designed to break down fat before it enters the digestive system and store bile. If you're somebody who's not eating a lot of meat, you're going to find that you have excess bile because your body uses that really to break it down. So it's common for vegans and vegetarians to have a lot of bile. Also, if you don't have a gallbladder, there's going to be a lot of bile too because your body has nowhere to store it.
How long have you been doing this, Wayne?
I've been doing this for about 8 years now.
You're very knowledgeable. It's really quite informative. Yummy.
You're really not a very parasite-y person.
Well, that's a good thing. I don't want to be.
There's a little bit of fungus in here, but nothing really to speak of. You're a cleanie. You're a clean one.
I'm a cleanie. I like that. My camera guy is a good man for participating in this.
What you can expect tomorrow is much more energy. You'll sleep really, really well for the next few days.
Oh, that's fantastic.
It is, but remember that most of this comes out of you through urine and bowel. Normally we have a big dog that'll come around and clean you up, but he's off today.
What?
So I'm going to do it myself. Go ahead and put your feet together.
Together? Woo! Oh my God, it's cold. Ah! Ah! Do you like my petty? At least I got a petty for you.
Put your feet on the towel.
Okie doke.
And we'll remove your wristband.
Oh, okay. Wristband off. Ooh, yeah.
That's it. Here's some cleanup towels.
Thank you. Well, that's it. I think that's plenty. Look at this.
That's it. Nothing to it. Japanesey. And this was invented by the Japanese.
Where does that go? That bag of goods.
We have an iced tea booth over here. Be sure and stop by.
Please check out Alimtox. Where can we find you online?
That's www.alimtox.com.
Well, there you have it. I hope you don't hate me for having to watch that. Alimtox Ion Cell Cleanse. That was amazing, and I'll have to follow up and see how I feel. All right. We'll see you next time.